Milner, Colonel Tim Russell would frequently wander the woods west of his barracks and sketch the wildlife he'd encounter on his walks. After the fort closed in 1974, he led a petition to make the land federally protected.
Thinking about a lot of things you remembered. Sometimes about what was ahead. That was a special kind of thinking. When you looked around, you saw you weren't the only one doing it. Somehow it made you feel a lot closer. There was plenty of time for...
Now the station's up at the top of the hill. I hope this works.
People lose their names and give them to Golf,
G,
Romeo,
R,
Alpha,
A,
Victor,
B,
Echo,
E,
Cena.
Graves.
People lose their names and give them to
Okay. So where's the grave at? I don't remember seeing one when I came down here. Maybe it's over here. Yep.
She thinks that the ghosts were pushed out of our reality and maybe aren't actually dead?
My belief, bolstered by Anna's and my research, conducted largely at the Catbird Station, whose interruptions were rare, is that the men and women of the U.S. separated from our dimensional existence by the implosion of the submarine's reactor. Identify one passenger, Henry, by his call sign and his confused diction and reliance on game logic says to me that their emotional states, if not mental states, are close to that of a child. Thought I cling demise. That's saddening. I guess. Hey, Cynical, thanks for the host, man. 41 new friends. Welcome, welcome, guys. I'm playing through a little game since October is sort of my spook month. It's called Oxenfree. We did Alien Isolation before, a little earlier to start it off, and then we kicked off that with Pony Island, which you can check out on the YouTube shortly. It's actually going to be in my VODs as well. Hey, homie, how are you? I'm doing alright, Grubby Sweet. Me, Grubby Sweet. Hey, Cynical. Hey, Leslie. Entertain me, says Nitro. I'm going to try, man. I'm going to try. The game itself is pretty entertaining. Right now, we're in the middle of it. The stream's going pretty well. We're in the middle of the game right now, Oxenfree, which is a part of our Beard Bomb. Yes. Well, I mean, I don't have the Cynical Fate facial hair, but I mean, it's still something. There's something there. Cynical sub is on the line here. You seem chill, man. Enjoy the follow. Hey, I appreciate it. But yeah. So Oxenfree has apparently had a lot of alternate reality tied to it, and so far, just to catch you guys up on the game, you're teenagers. You're a female protagonist named Alexandra. Everyone calls her Alex. You have a stepbrother named Jonas who's with you. Your best friend, Rin. His love interest, Nona, which she's like oblivious to it because, you know, they're teenagers. And then you have another one, another girl who's here with you named Clarissa, who is a love interest of your befallen brother. Because your brother had... You learned that your brother died earlier on, probably about a year before. And this girl is very bitter towards you because you and your brother were very close friends. And, man, that follow train... Is there any gambling features? No, I had to disable my gambling features on my bot because I just couldn't get them under control. They're way out of control. I couldn't set limitations. I have to look a little bit further into it before I put another gambling feature on it. Basically, you could gamble and you could get like infinite donuts if you win. It was really silly. Hey, thanks for the follow hype though. Thanks for the support. I appreciate it. I'm gonna go back and look at these follow names. They're all in the chat. We've got Leslie333. We've got Vexalta. We've got Vinitro and Me Grubby Sweet. Me Grubby's wet? Me Grubby's wet. Me Grub is wet? Like my food's wet or just grubby? But anyways, so far, we come to this island to do, well, you're like juniors in high school and about to become, it's always that reaction. Well, you're about to go into the senior class as a high schooler, and before that, you come to the island to do sinful things, as I put it when I started the stream, and you're just kind of drinking and chilling. And apparently, there's this cave, and if you have a radio, you can pick up frequencies in the cave. There's no real radio frequencies you should be able to get on the island, but you can catch, like, it seems like refracting waves or something in the cave. And you investigate the cave to find something really strange, and you access it with your radio, and it turns out it's like a cave. Spooky, but the game got really weird. I'll be uploading it all to my YouTube, so after tonight's stream, along with the rest of my Alien Isolation and Pony Island. Because in October we do spooky, creepy games here, as well as playing our normal games of Final Fantasy and things like that. But yeah, you go into the cave, there's like lights that reacts to your radio, you keep tuning into the frequencies, and then something freaky happens. And it sort of led up to this point. And apparently, yeah, there are beings on the island that once you tuned into that thing in the cave with your radio, sort of came into your dimension and are now trying to take your bodies from you. Essentially, that's what it is. They keep communicating with you in broken, like, just English, playing games with you. Essentially, you have to complete these puzzles. It looks like you can lose your companions, so any of your buddies can die. Yeah. Apparently, you're following this one lady, Maggie Alder, or Margaret Alder. She had discovered it prior to this. And right here, it's sort of a peek into it. My belief, bolstered by Anna's and my research conducted largely at the Catbird Station, where interruptions are rare, is that the men and women of the USS Kanaloa, which is this nuclear submarine from World War II, that they were conducting experiments off of the coast of this island. Not very many people knew about the submarine. It's actually destroyed, which is causing this, and you'll find out more. We're separated from our dimensional existence by the implosion of the submarine's nuclear reactor. Identify one passenger, Henry, by his call sign, and his confused diction and reliance on game logic says to me that their emotional states, if not mental states, had been reduced to that of children. Thought I cling to when I envision Anna's demise. And you learn that Anna was lost, so they tell you about the beings, these other dimensional beings, tell you about the contact they had with Margaret and Anna before. And Margaret was actually on post when the U-boat was destroyed, submarine, and was actually destroyed by friendly fire. Another USS, I think it was a destroyer, I forgot what it was called, fired upon it and sank it and destroyed it. Which is, it's sad. So you have a lot of different, you have the lore of the characters, and there are a couple of sad stories. You have like I said, your stepbrother that you just sort of got. Relatively, the story is telling you your mom's marrying his father, and it's really a new relationship. And you learn that his mom passed away, and that he has a history, and that your brother passed away previously, and there's a lot of history there, and you get to see a lot of it as you play through the game. And unfortunately, I have to go back and look at the VOD, or I'm going to be, like I said, exporting it to YouTube so you guys can check it out later. I need to go get some foods and eat. Yo, take care. It was nice of you to drop a little host on me. 41 new friends. I appreciate it a lot. We can continue with the game. I tried to get you guys up to it, sort of introduce myself and the game. Well, some of you know me through Cynical. Let's get back on it. I'm trying to find these notes. They're like anomalies on this thing in the game. And here's the radio mechanic. You have to like use it to. You can find different things. What?
CBK 1. CBK.
What is that?
CBK 1. CBK.
I don't know what that is. Oh wait a minute. There's a rock right there. That could be an anomaly. So basically, you can find these radio anomalies. I've already found 3 out of 12, and it sort of reflects the, I guess, ghost's intentions. So let's see.
CBK 1. CBK.
There we go. There we go.
Easy 3.
If indeed he find fault with anything, or expose it, with charity, the abbot shall discuss it prudently.
Huh?
Perchance God has sent him for this very thing.
What?
Easy 3.
If indeed he find fault with it.
I don't know what that means. I think it has something to do. They're talking about the abbot, so I'm guessing it has to do with the original. Some of the other settlers that were here before the World War II base and all the other stuff was built. Stand.
Now the station's up at the top
Oh
of the
shit!
hill. I hope this works.
God, we're in another loop-de-loo. They always come at the most appropriate times, don't they?
Yeah, they do. Thanks for the update.
Alright, let's see. Let's try and go upstairs again.
Now the station's up at the top of the hill.
Seriously?
I hope this works.
Yep, I am also... hope that.
Maybe they're in the power station? Maybe? Nope. Alright, come on. I guess you just have to keep trying until it lets us through it. That's what the previous loops had us do. Are you serious? Oh wait, there's someone down there. What was that?
Ren! Nona, what happened? What's wrong with Ren?
Ren, he had an accident. He died. I couldn't.
What?
Oh my god, Ren, I can't believe this.
What happened?
He drowned. He took a fall. I don't know. He just stopped.
I mean, does it really matter what happened? Either way, done is done.
I know you're not Jonas, so there's no use in pretending.
Soon it won't be a pretense. It'll be an absolute.
Really?
Alex, we know you're in charge and we know your plan, and we also know that your plan won't work. It never does. So we have a proposition for you. A deal. A bargain, really.
A proposition? Like what?
It's already over for Clarissa. She's gone. We'll pilot her through the rest of existence, and there's nothing you can do to change that. But if you agree to let us take her, let her go, quietly, without fuss. You won't slaughter the rest of your friends, like young Reginald here. We'll leave the rest of you cattle alone.
I don't get it. Why do you even need my permission if you have her already?
Don't misunderstand. We don't need anything from you except what we can willingly take. We're merely offering you an arrangement that would leave both parties satisfied. Well, somewhat satisfied. Your friends...
Forget it. No deal. Everyone is coming home with me.
Courage is not always the way, dear. You don't have much time left. Do you know how we know you don't have much time left?
Fine. Shoot. How do you know?
We know because we can be Jonas for this long, and his soul's as quiet as an empty church.
Just never say we didn't provide you all.